Hey everyone! I just wanted to show you today some cool hotbar menus that you can make in Final Fantasy XIV. They really help you personalize and customize your UI. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, take a look here, at the bottom right. I have one hotbar that I've put all these different macros on. And when I click them, they will open other hotbar menus. For instance, if I click on mounts, I open up a menu of my favorite mounts that I've chosen to put here. Technically, you can put mounts in a favorites area, and then when you use the mount roulette, it will only summon your favorite mounts, but that's still RNG. So I like doing it this way so you have precise control over what to summon. It's the same idea with minions, actually, so I have one for minions. I have a couple of menus just for switching jobs, because once you have a bunch of jobs leveled, you might be swapping between them at the end game often. So I have one for my commonly played jobs, my primary jobs. I have one for less played jobs, but I still like to use them from time to time. And I have one dedicated to just crafters and gatherers. So I find this is really handy. I have one menu that's just for combat commands, like signs, waymarks, the ready check, and countdown. You'll find this is more useful when you do hard content or even when you're the tank. I have one that's just for miscellaneous menu commands that you can put anything on here that you want. I'm just showing you what my setup is, what I think is useful. I have a macro here that's called Show Off Relic. What that does is actually lets your weapon have the glow effect even when they're sheathed. It's a simple 2-line macro I'll show you later, and I thought, you've worked so hard for your relic weapon, why not show them off? I have one just for crafting macros. Super useful, I would say essential once you're at endgame or you're mass crafting for profit. And then one for food and potions. So this is my setup, but if you want to make hotbar menus yourself, you can put literally anything you want in here. Well, not anything, but a very surprising high number of things can be customized and used as macros in Final Fantasy XIV, including I can collapse the menu and hide my hotbar. It's pretty cool, right? I just want to quickly talk about this one hotbar here. Actually, I have almost in the center of my screen, and I've magnified it so it's really big. I like to put important abilities here that I will always want to be using off cooldown, because as DPS, you can optimize your rotations by using certain abilities every time they come up. Similar idea for healers and tanks with defensive cooldowns or healing spells. So how does all of this work? You're basically copying hotbars from and to each other. If I open up my macros, you'll see here. For instance, when I click this macro, what it does hotbar copy thaumaturge 2 to share 7. What does that mean? Well, every class in Final Fantasy XIV has its own set of hotbars, including your pre-job classes like thaumaturge, archers, etc. They're not gone, but you're not going to ever use those hotbars again, so you can use them to store basically menu items. So when I click wardrobe, this macro, what I'm doing is copying my thaumaturge 2 hotbar to my share 7. Remember, this is my share 7 hotbar, this whole thing. Same thing for all these other macros. I'm copying from different hotbars, pasting them into share 7. All these hotbars have a back button, and then what the back button does is copy from thaumaturge 1 to share 7, because this technically is the thaumaturge 1 hotbar that I've saved there. Here's that macro for the showing off your relic weapon. It's just /bm and /sit. So it might be a little weird right now, but play around with it, and I do think you can quickly grasp it once you get a hang of things and even start to visualize how it works in your head. If you have any questions at all, I'm always happy to answer them, and I hope you learned something new today and useful. See you later!